So, hello people, here we are again with another unboxing in the house. This is a box that I received from spiritgames.co.uk today. And it is a game that I ordered, that I was going to order anyway, but it took a while to be available. So first we have the Spirit Games information in here, and then a really neatly wrapped box. And I can tell you already, it's not a war game, although to everybody who cares, somebody asked me today if I was going to pitch in for an order from the United States or Canada, I don't know. And I found two games on their website which I really want, and one of which is out of print, but they have one copy. So maybe I will be doing an unboxing for a couple of board games, and for a couple of war games very soon. For everybody who wonders whatever happened to Kids and Cats, yes, there will be wargaming in 2016. Oh my god, this is really well wrapped, isn't it? Okay, so number one. And number two. Now this should be my deluxe version of Monopoly. Let's see. OMG, this is seriously wrapped. Oh my god. Well, I don't want to take my scissors to it because I don't want to damage the actual game box. Yeah, well, but I'm not complaining. Well, I am complaining a little, but I shouldn't be, because the worst thing that can happen is that you get a badly wrapped game that's damaged when it arrives on your doorstep, so you don't want this. Now the question is, where is the way into this thing? And this, people, is the reason why I never became a brain surgeon. Because I would lose patience when I have to open the person's skull, and I would probably just rip it open, and everyone would die on the operating table. Yeah. Oh. God, for crying out loud. Oh, here we go. So, now, Mr. Cat Weasel, I know you are ahead of me. I have not watched any of your most recent games because I don't want to spoil it for me. So here we are, and also for Pencil Polly, we have Eldritch Horror Under the Pyramids, the second big board expansion, or big box expansion I should say, to Eldritch Horror. There are 4 expansions in total, 2 small ones and 2 big ones, and you saw the Mountains of Madness one in action only recently on this channel. So first of all, look at the box art. I really like it. Let's open it. It's a normal sturdy Fantasy Flight Games box, which as usual will probably not have an insert to speak of. Of course it doesn't. Here we have the expansion information. There's a new mechanic impairment. I have no idea how it works. This should be the Egyptian sideboard, which we're going to unshrink wrap now. Or shrink wrap tear. And here we go. Sturdy cardboard. You have the Sahara Desert, Alexandria, the Bent Pyramid, Cairo, the Nile River, Tel El Amarna, and to the pyramids, To the Heart of Africa and to space 17. So there are 3 and to space 10 over here. So there seem to be 4 spaces from which you can actually get to the sideboard. Apparently, you only use a sideboard if you play a particular old one or a particular prelude. All right. Here we have additional fitness tokens. They look different. Yeah. We have additional gates. The Himalayas, Antarctica, the Heart of Africa, Cairo, the Nile River, the Sahara Desert. Additional monsters. Child of Abhoth himself, the Beast, Hunter of the Dark, Quachil Utaus, a couple of cultists, Spawn of Sebak, it should be Zobak, Sand Dweller, Fire Vampire, and a Crawling One. So, the Crawling One's actually very interesting to look at. Yeah, and we have new to Eldritch Horror investigators. So, of course, here we have the small cards, which will be sleeved, standees, big cards, of course, and more big cards. So, yeah. And here, of course, we have an insert that isn't really an insert. It's horrible, as usual. I don't really understand why they don't do real inserts, because the artwork is not visible anyway, and you have to tear it apart in order to use this. So let's look at the actual meat of the game, which of course is old ones or ancient ones. Let's see. Here we have Abhoth, the Goo, and we have Nefren Kar, the Dark Pharaoh. With regard to investigators, we have Hank Sampson, the farmhand, Harvey Walters, the professor, Joe Diamond, the private eye, Mandy Thompson, the researcher. And of course you would know these from Arkham Horror, of course. Min Tifan, the secretary. Let's see where she starts. She starts in Tokyo, Japan. Monterey Jack, the archaeologist. Rex Murphy, the reporter. I think he's the guy who starts with a curse, at least in Arkham Horror. Yeah. And our friend Sister Mary, who seems to be much improved over her Arkham Horror counterpart. Yeah, so this should be very interesting. Of course, I'm going to play this very soon, but tonight I'm going to do some card sleeving. So that's all from me for today. Another unboxing. So just put all of this back in the box to leave you and say goodbye with another look at the actual box art. This is Eldritch Horror, the Under the Pyramids expansion from Fantasy Flight Games. It came out at the end of 2015, so today, the 6th of 2016, 6th of January. I already have it in my hands. I'm very happy about this. And yeah, I wish you all a lovely evening.